Aren't you tired of boring and predictable podcasts? Remember the movie Groundhog Day? Ugh. The only thing predictable about this show is that we're guzzling booze. Count on it. This is the Appleboys podcast. Appleboys.us. If it's NFTs, music festivals, sporting events, strip clubs, current events, or masturbation techniques. Did I read that right? There's more than one? Fueled by, but not sponsored by, Miller Lite. This is the Appleboys podcast. Now your hosts, Josh, Corey, Rob, and Jimmy. Rob has issues. Just saying, bro.
Hello, everybody. It's Josh from the the Appleboys. We're not drinking tonight, and I'm here with Rob. What's up, Rob?
Hello. There's good reason behind the not drinking. We'll talk soon.
I'm also here with Jimmy. What's up, Jimmy?
Hello, it's Sober Jimmy.
Sober Jimmy. Corey's not here tonight. He is otherwise engaged. I just got back from vacationing with the family in Myrtle Beach. We drove back, been in the car all day with many, many children who were very loud.
All 7 of them.
Yep. All 7. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There were 5.
Oh, I didn't I was kidding.
Wow.
I didn't realize you had like a Mennonite thing going on.
Yeah, I have my 2 that I brought with me, and then the 3 nieces. So.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot. You had your hands full.
It was a lot. So I drove all day. Terrible traffic on the way back in the mountains. Got the family home, unloaded the vehicle, unloaded the second vehicle that was following behind, kissed them goodbye, and came to the studio to record. Let's fucking go.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Dedication.
That's where it's at.
Yeah. Fuck Corey.
Yeah, true.
We got dedicated Josh in the house.
That's true. No quinceañeras for me.
It's true.
Get fucked, Jimmy.
That's fine. I had a good time.
I'm just joshing.
We just got done partying, actually.
Yeah, we had a fun little party last night.
We did.
It was a pseudo housewarming / 4th of July event for Will.
Yeah. Bitcoin Will. Shout out Bitcoin Will.
Shout out Bitcoin Will. You've got a sweet house, and I hope that you enjoyed the burger that I made for you on one leg.
Yes.
What was the burger? Was it a ground beef burger, or was it some other sort of meat?
It was a ground beef burger. Yeah, so Will is, we love Will, obviously. No disrespect. But Will has a tendency to buy nice things and either not use them or not know how to use them.
Oh, you got to cook on the Traeger?
I got to cook on the Traeger.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I think I'm going to buy one. But my girlfriend was talking to Will in preparation for the party, and she was like, hey, do you have everything you need to, like, grill? And he was like, I don't know. And she was like, okay, like, what do you have? And he said, I have a spatula. And she was like, okay, like, but do you have, like, everything else you need? And he was like, I have a spatula. And she was like, Will, spatula not make fire? Do you have what you need to make the grill work? And he's like, oh, yeah, pellets. Yeah, I got those. And I got a spatula. And
that is all he had.
That's all he had. And
that's all you need.
Yeah, but
especially with the Traeger, it's basically a do-it-for-you type grill.
It is.
It honestly is very, very easy. Like, you have to make sure it's on there for long enough and at the right, like, roughly the right temperature. And trying to get a sear out of a Traeger grill is truly a challenge. I did realize that last night. But I got to say, the burgers, from what I heard, came out real juicy. I didn't fucking get one because I was busy grilling while everyone else was fucking eating the shit that I made.
Yeah, Rob is very salty about not getting a burger, which is understandable. Very understandable.
Yeah.
That is understandable. Especially, is that your first time cooking on a Traeger?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like first time trying out the new grill and you don't even get to eat one? Fuck that.
Yeah, I was mad.
Do you think you could put like a cast iron skillet in the Traeger to get more of a sear?
Yes.
Yeah, you definitely can.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like, I've watched several videos. That's one of the strategies.
Nice.
You can do all sorts of shit in there. You can cook a pizza.
You can make a cake.
Wonderful. You make a cake?
You can cook waffles.
There's a
Smoked
specific
cake?
Yeah, there's like a you definitely can make a cake, but like you can bake in it and everything, but
yeah.
something that would actually benefit from the smoking process was like, it was like a boysenberry pie or something.
Yeah, like an apple pie or some shit sounds great.
Yeah, smoky
Yeah.
apple pie. Oh yeah,
Yeah. I've seen some recipes for shit like that.
Oh yeah.
buy one, please.
I want one. I'm waiting for a deal.
If you buy it, hear me out. What would you think about the possibility of storing it at my
You've
house?
lost your fucking mind.
The reason I say it is because I have a more level lot to park on so we can entertain more people, have a slightly bigger back deck, have a much bigger backyard. It's much more accommodating for people.
I have a better
I'm
idea.
just saying.
Will's house accommodates a lot of people, and he already has a Traeger.
That's a good point.
That is fair.
Hey, well, I'm gonna come over. Honestly, he's the type of person that, like, as long as he gets food out of it,
Yeah.
he would not care at all if I
No.
was there every day cooking.
Be like, wow, you're going to hang out with me and make me food?
Yeah.
Let's
This is
go.
great.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, we figured out we solved the problem.
So I hate to call Will out without him being here to defend himself, but I am going to.
I'm excited.
I got one of these too.
It's the Shit on Will podcast. Welcome.
So I went to his house for the first time last week. It was before we recorded. Was he here? Was that last week?
Yeah, he was.
Was
No,
he here
that
for
was
the
the week
short
before.
episode?
No,
That was a week before.
Okay,
week before.
Yeah.
sorry.
We had the OG crew for the short episode.
Time keeps on slipping.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I've lost all track of time and space. But 2 weeks ago, I guess, before we recorded, I stopped by Will's house unannounced. I knew that he was going to be home because Corey was there, and he knew Corey was coming. But I figured since Corey's there, I let Corey know I'm coming, but don't tell Will because I want to show up and surprise him. So I show up at Will's house. I enter the home. I actually tried to ring the doorbell first. I could hear that they were demoing some speakers that he had just gotten set up earlier that day. I rang the doorbell. I heard the doorbell. I heard Will say something that I thought was somebody's at the door. I don't know what he said. Couldn't tell. But nobody ever came. So I just walked into the house, showed up. He was very excited to see me. He was not surprised at all. He didn't seem alarmed that someone had just walked into his house. He was just, hey, Josh, what's up? Welcome to the house. And he showed me around, except he didn't show me the basement, which I guess is where you guys partied last night.
About half the time.
It was like an all over party. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, so after I'm there about 10 or 15 minutes, Will gets a pizza delivery from Papa John's.
Papa.
And he offers the pizza graciously to me and Corey. I declined because I had just eaten recently. Corey had a piece or two. And he's going to put the pizza in the refrigerator. And he opens up the refrigerator. And there must have been 15 or 16 Papa John's boxes in that refrigerator.
Really?
I guess he orders one like every day and only eats a few pieces, but then never eats the leftovers. So his refrigerator literally had nothing in it except for Papa John's pizza boxes.
So in Will's defense,
Yeah, that's Jimmy energy right there.
it was about 2 or 3 months ago. Me and my girlfriend were like, I think we were like making something in the oven, which we like hardly ever do because we use the air fryer most of the time to make whatever we're going to make in the oven. Starting to preheat the oven. About 10 minutes later, right before it beeps, we're like, what the fuck is that?
Oh, no.
What is burning? And we have this cat that likes to run around on all the tables and everything and just eat everything in sight and just fuck it up. So we put the pizza boxes in the oven so that she can't get them, because when you put the pizza in the fridge, it like dries out the pizza. So as long as you eat it within like 3 days or so, like you're good just to leave it in the oven. So we burned the pizza boxes that had the pizza in it. It was a very bad smell because we had a small collection in there.
Did it actually catch fire, though?
No,
That's good.
That is good.
I was a little intoxicated when this happened, and I grabbed the pizza box while it was hot. It just kind of threw it across the apartment.
Wow. That's fantastic.
That makes me think of this TikTok video that somebody sent me of this drunk guy at a wedding on the 4th of July, and he's got a sparkler, and he's like over beside some wood straw display thing.
Yeah, I think we sent this in the group.
And it catches fire, and it said something like, awareness level 0, drunkenness level 98, fireproof superpowers 100.
Yeah,
And he like puts the fire out, but it in a very, very drunken way.
it was beautiful.
It was pretty awesome.
So I've been prepping for this party with Will. It's mostly been me prepping for the party, which is fine because it's like, I would say 70% of the people there were like my friends because I kind of suggested the whole pool party housewarming thing. So about a day before the party, we decided to go to Walmart and just get everything knocked out, get all the preparations and everything. And we're going through the whole store pretty much. And I guess it didn't really process for me like why things were going the way they were. But Will would see like every other thing in Walmart and be like, "Oh, I need this. That's so cool."
Yeah.
And me and Rob's girlfriend, because we also went with Rob's girlfriend, 'cause she was helping us prep. We're like, "Buddy, we don't need this for the party. It's fine." But it didn't process for me that he just bought a new house. So we were also going house shopping with Will. And it didn't process till like the end that that's what was happening.
How many carts did you guys fill up?
Almost 3.
That's crazy.
I don't think that's too bad.
But to be fair,
To be fair,
yes. It started in the garden aisle, like the garden center. And he needed new cushions for his outdoor furniture. So the cushions took up an entire cart on their own.
Gotcha.
But we
Okay.
started with that, which was kind of annoying because we immediately had to get another cart.
Yeah.
can I ask a question about your time in the garden center?
Absolutely.
While you guys were out there, did you look at any hose?
You know what? There was like, I feel like they were sold out of hose.
Sold out at
hose?
Walmart? No hose at Walmart?
No.
That's incredible.
There were like some trailer hose, but that's about it.
Oh.
What's a trailer hoe?
So anyway, we
Sorry, I was just trying to be funny.
it's okay.
I liked it.
Maybe next time. Sorry, John.
Corey would have laughed.
It's true.
Do you not think we are laughing? What noises are we making right now?
I think you're laughing sympathetically.
No, I loved it.
All right, so we're going through the rest of the store. Same thing keeps happening where we have to stop every like 30 seconds and find other things that Will needs for his house. The best part is when we get to the alcohol aisle because he just keeps picking up different cases of alcohol and putting them in the cart. And that happens about 7 or 8 times before me and Rob's girlfriend are like, "Hey man, how many people are coming to this party? We don't need this much." And he's like, "Oh, I was just going to get one more." And that just kept happening. We're like, "No, it's okay. We'll have leftovers. No problem, man." We had to like pull him out of the alcohol aisle. It was great.
In all fairness, if I were there, it would be kind of the same thing.
It's true. Yeah,
that's my party
because every time
preparation
we go to liquor store for your parties, you have a box.
it's like $300 or $400.
Yeah. And you always carry like 1 or 2 boxes out.
Yeah.
That's because Rob and Will share a commitment to being a good host.
We try. Will did a good job. I do wish. So he set the groundwork for us. I'm going to say it in the nicest way possible. He really set the groundwork for us, and we took that and ran with it.
Did
Yes.
Will, I know for a fact that Will had a great time.
He did.
However,
Yep.
do you feel comfortable telling me, did he get rewarded at the end of the night?
No.
With like a happy ending?
Like some sort of sexual something from one of the guests?
No.
No.
He said he invited like 3 of his ex-girlfriends and none of them came, so
That's probably smart.
Would have been way better if all of them came.
I
wonder
agree.
how many of Will's current/ex-girlfriends listen to this podcast regularly.
About to find out.
Hopefully 0.
Shout out to Will's current and ex-girlfriends. If you'd like to tell us that you're listening, hit us up on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram,
Just hit up Will,
TikTok.
then we'll know about it.
at Appleboys Pod. Or you could jump in our Discord at discord.gg/Appleboys.
That
Let
works
us know.
too.
Yep.
So tell me about the party. Like I know you said you knocked it out of the park. He set you up well. What was the party like?
So, as I said, I did most of the preparations. So, I had to like make sure everything was like in place, but it wasn't my house, and I'm usually like pretty, I wouldn't say OCD because I'm not OCD, but I'm like pretty particular about how I like set up the party. I want it to be like pretty perfect, so I don't have to like worry about anything. I can just have fun during it. There's multiple issues that arose once we started making food. There weren't anything to like, because we had like burger patties we needed to make out of this giant tube of ground beef, and there were no bowls to mix the ground beef in. Also, there was no spoons, which is really confusing.
Not a single goddamn spoon.
Not a single spoon.
How do you not have any spoons?
There's about 30 forks.
Doesn't silverware normally come in sets?
That's what I thought
Generally,
too.
yeah.
He just had a bunch of forks.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
How does he eat cereal?
I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't.
You can't eat cereal with a fork.
But the bowl we had to use was the one that was for the crock pot.
Well,
We
that
figured it
works.
out.
That's
yeah,
effective.
it was very effective.
It is bowl shaped.
Yeah.
Yep.
We only had like glass plates, and it's a miracle none of them broke.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, that was a big party foul on my side that I forgot the paper plates.
Well, I mean, that's fine. Also, we did have some breakage throughout the night. Don't you worry. Shit did break.
It was like glass bottles and stuff. It was fine.
And a cup.
In the house?
Yeah.
Yeah. One was in the theater, and then one was in the back patio.
Yeah.
Did anybody get injured?
No.
Not because of that.
Yeah. So this was like kind of brought up as a pool party to people, and it was a beautiful day until the party started at 6:00, and then God was angry, and there was just thunder and lightning and shit, and
So nobody swam?
high winds.
Oh no, everyone still swam.
Yeah, it was about 7:30 or so. It was still like sprinkling rain, but there was no chance of like thunder or lightning anymore, at least that we thought. So just kind of said fuck it.
I think. Did you swim at all or no?
I did.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. I remember seeing you in the pool.
Yeah, I got in the pool at the wrong time because I had never done this before, but apparently when you have like a big circular pool, everyone's like, oh yeah, let's make a fucking tornado. And then everyone runs around in a circle at the same time, and it creates this vortex. So I got in like after the vortex had started, and I was not prepared.
I was fascinated by I was not swimming, but I was mesmerized because everyone was like, it was moving so fast.
It was.
That people could not get out.
Yeah, like the pool wasn't all the way full. There was like maybe an inch or two before you got to the top, and the water just started coming out of it.
That's absolutely fascinating. I've never heard of something like that.
That was awesome.
Yeah. We'd do that shit again.
Was that just like one person knew how to do it, or was that like common knowledge and we're just all
I think
idiots?
half the people had done it before.
Huh.
It almost seemed like a spontaneous idea. Like everyone was stationary and swimming as normal, and then all of a sudden everyone started running around in a circle.
Yep.
That's awesome.
It was wild shit, man.
Was it pretty evenly gendered?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, it was almost dead on even, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, the first pool experience is at like 7 to like 8:30, and then the other one was at like 1:30 or 2.
AM?
Yeah, which was a lot more unhinged.
Jesus.
It was
Did anybody drown?
No. It was only like
No,
a 4-foot pool.
Lifeguard Robert was there.
Are you certified?
Certified as fuck.
Nice. I did see you as a guest on that one episode of Baywatch that one time.
Yep, that was me. And Papa. David. Hasselhoff.
No, I got it.
Yeah.
I was tracking with
Father.
you.
Speaking of David Hasselhoff, did you know that thing in SpongeBob where he's like flying through the ocean with SpongeBob on his back?
Yeah.
Did you know that was like a giant like paper mache version of David Hasselhoff?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
That's
just wild shit.
Yeah, look that shit up.
It's super funny.
Have
that
you seen
thing
it,
still
Josh?
exists, I think.
It's something to behold.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So overall, I think the party was a pretty big success. I think Will was super happy. Well, I know Will was super happy because of some external influence.
We won't detail that to protect Will's identity.
Yeah, we're gonna protect Will. Let's just say he was having a really good time.
We're gonna reference this episode 5 or 6 years in the future because I'm gonna say Will is going to be like a big time like government official or some shit. That's where he's going. I swear. He's gonna be like some kind of finance manager for a huge company, where he's gonna be like financial government guy.
No,
0% chance.
Will is the most anti-government person that I know. I think, just about.
But he's gonna infiltrate it.
That's also
And he's going to do it for the meme.
not true, I don't think.
Well, anti-government that's fair. Not the most. That's true. That's true. But
So is the
There's no way.
reason you guys are not drinking tonight because you partied so hard last night, or does it have anything to do with your recovery process from the injury from last week, Rob?
Yeah, I just kind of went hard last night, so I'm just taking it easy. But Rob maybe is a little different.
so if you haven't heard the episode from last week, you should check it out because it does explain a lot of what I'm about to go through.
And it's only about 28 minutes long, so it's a quick, easy listen.
Yeah, there's a reason for that too. So last week, usually whenever the Appleboys have a podcast, there's either already beer here, or Josh or Corey bring like a big thing of Miller Lite, like
Suitcase.
36er Miller Lite, and then we're good for the night, right?
Sometimes there's little surprises, like Corey will bring like the new Mountain Dew hard seltzer or something like that.
Rob brings 4 Locos.
I was just about to say,
Yeah.
Rob fixes Four Loko.
Yeah, and then fucked up shit happens like that. Or what did you bring, Josh, for the last episode?
Brought some Club Tails.
Yeah, basically a Four Loco.
So
They're pre-mixed.
this shit was like the perfect storm because Josh brings in a 12-pack of these Club Tails, and it's just me, Josh, and my girlfriend here at this point.
I think
Josh
a big
is-
part of the storm was Josh was in vacation mode.
Josh was in vacation mode, and Josh was like, we have to finish these before the others get here.
Well, no, hang on. That's not exactly fair because I didn't buy them with the intent to deceive the rest of the Appleboys.
Oh, no, I know.
But earlier in the day, I had worked a shift, and it had been a frustrating shift. I'd dealt with a bunch of issues the last day before vacation, and around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I still had 2 or 3 hours left before I was technically supposed to go home, but my brain just like went into vacation mode, and I was checked out. And so when I left, I intended to get a suitcase, 24-pack of Miller Lite, and I was going to come over here. And you had already told me that you were home. I could come over whenever. I knew that Jimmy and Corey might be a little bit later, but I thought they were going to be pretty close, right? But I get to the grocery store, and right beside the 24-pack of Miller Lights, which were on sale, by the way, again, normally $18.99, on sale for $14.99 or something like that. That was an 18-pack. I bought an 18-pack that night. I intended to buy a 24-pack. 24s weren't on sale. Bought an 18-pack for $15. Right beside that were these Club Tails, which are these pre-mixed drinks. It's, like you said, a 12-pack, 4 different flavors, 3 per flavor. There was Sex on the Beach, some sort of margarita.
Mai Tai?
No, Bahama Mama.
Yeah, Bahama Mama was one, and then
And
there's
then there was
orange
one that started with a C. I can never remember the C one.
I don't know.
Some sort of
Like a-
citrusy orange something.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
orange thing.
Anyway, 4 flavors, pre-mixed, 10% ABV, and glass bottles. They weren't on sale, but they looked delicious, and I was going to the beach for vacation, so it looked like a good way to kick off my week.
Sure was.
So I got some. Got to the house and got in here and showed them to Rob. He was like, oh, those look good. Rob's girlfriend was not home yet. So we open the case and we both start drinking one. And then we get a text message saying that Corey was going to be a little bit late. And Jimmy wasn't here yet either. And I was like, I kind of want to try all these flavors. And there's only 3 of each flavor. So there's not enough for Corey and Jimmy to both have one of each flavor. So why don't we just drink them all before they get here?
Vacation mode, Josh, logic is terrifying.
But Rob's girlfriend gets home, and we tell her the plan, and now we have a third person. So now we have 4 flavors, 3 per flavor, 4 flavors, 3 people. Let's go.
Yeah, perfect number. We're good.
So I start power drinking these things. Rob and his girlfriend are taking a little longer per unit. That's okay. Getting through them. And then Jimmy shows up and throws off the math. So Jimmy's here now, and now somebody's not going to get to try all the flavors.
And it wasn't going to be Josh.
And it wasn't going to be me.
Yeah.
Wasn't
So,
it? It certainly wasn't.
so I drank my 4, and then Corey showed up right around the time we were finishing them. So In under an hour, we drank between 4 people this 12-pack of Club Tales.
Yeah, Corey had a bad day at work, and he walks in, and he's like, "So you guys finish them all without me? I had a bad fucking day. What the fuck?"
Yeah, he was a little upset about it. Little did he know that me and Josh both had lots of Miller Lite to supplement. And I think that we killed the 18-pack that Josh brought as well, which was
You definitely did.
Yeah, definitely. And we dipped into the reserves.
Oh, is that okay? So,
oh god,
yeah,
there's a part of this story that I will not know.
Yeah, I think I left before the reserves were unleashed.
So, I had 4 of the Club Tail things, which again they're 10%, so it's essentially equivalent to 8 beers in about an hour, which is a little bit of a problem. But I distinctly remember before we started recording, I was like, all right, I'm going to have like 2 or 3 more beers, and then I'm going to just level out for the night. I'm going to be very talkative, but it'll make for good content.
Yeah.
So I'd chug a beer and then open another one. And then I'm like, all right, I'm ready. Never mind. I'm going to chug this one too, open another one, and that'll be my sipping beer for the podcast. And
you just kept demanding that I hand you beer.
Yep. Yeah, that did happen.
And I kept saying, "No, man.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah.
We got to record a podcast."
Yeah,
and you were like,
this is before we hit play.
Before we hit record.
Before we hit record.
Yeah. You were just still demanding the beer from me. It was on my side.
My pace at the beginning of the evening was much more aggressive than Rob's, but throughout the evening, Rob became much more aggressive, and I tapered off. And the reason that I tapered off, the whole point of starting early that night was I needed to somehow record a viable episode and either edit it that night, which was the original plan, or edit it the next morning before we leave. And my parents were coming to my house, and the nieces were coming over, and everybody was getting in the car. The target leave time was 11 a.m. Sunday morning. For context, we normally record, and I'm leaving Rob's house Saturday night into Sunday morning. We're usually leaving between 1 and 2 or 2:30 a.m. So we intended to start a couple hours earlier than normal so that I could hopefully leave by 11 or 12. But we didn't start a couple hours early, and I didn't leave by 11 or 12.
No.
However, I did get home and did wake up at 5:45 a.m., and I did edit the podcast and posted it to Patreon that Sunday morning before we left, and I scheduled it to publish for everyone else on Tuesday morning. So I even made the YouTube video and everything. So
It's incredible.
pretty proud of myself.
That is good.
Very powerful Sunday morning.
Yeah, me and Corey left at about 10:30, 10:45. So if that gives you an idea of how much actual recording was done, because no recording was done once.
You
me
left
and
at
Corey
what time?
It was like 10:45, 11 o'clock.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that actually kind of
It was super early, and me and Corey were like, "Yep, nothing good's gonna come of this. We're just gonna go home," because
I did not know you left that early.
yeah, it was super early, like weird. Yeah, and so I don't like. I've seen the aftermath of what happened, but I don't really know the full story, and I don't think Rob does either. So I'm looking for Josh for some context here.
Rob is going to tell his perspective of the story, but I kind of want to fill in a little bit of information. So I remember you and Corey leaving.
Yeah.
I don't remember it being that early, but I believe you if you say it was. I remember Rob leaving at the same time, which I thought was to walk you guys out. And in addition to that, earlier in the evening, there had been all this conversation about you having a dehumidifier in your car that Rob needed to go get. So I assumed, all right, Corey and Jimmy are leaving. Rob is going out with them to walk them out because he's a good host, as we already established earlier in the episode, and he needs to get his dehumidifier. So I didn't think anything more of it.
So I asked Corey if he had seen Rob like as he was leaving, and me and Corey never saw Rob like follow us out or anything. I'm totally convinced that Rob went to go get the dehumidifier out of my car like 10 to 15 minutes after we had already left.
It may have been longer than that. To
That's
be honest.
possible. I don't know. One thing I will tell you is that I don't know if Rob's the one that started it or if it was me or Rob's girlfriend or what, but there was music playing in the studio and Rob's computer was up and he was doing all this. He does this DJ music production creation stuff that's way above my head. And
I'm sure it was way above his head at that time too.
Anyway, there was some music playing, and Rob's girlfriend and I were talking about how much fun it would be to go to karaoke. So we decided to do a little karaoke in the podcast studio. So we were singing.
Oh no!
And picking songs and things like that.
I picked a great time to leave.
And what does that mean?
Oh, you know,
I was having a great time. I don't know.
I'd had like one drink because I didn't really want to drink that night, so I don't think I would have had the amount of fun that you were having.
It would have been fun to watch.
Sober me, not having fun. Drunk me, probably would have had fun.
All right, well, whatever. I was having fun. And so we were singing, and then I don't know how long we were singing for before we realized Rob wasn't there. But it was at least an hour, probably more.
What?
Yeah.
So they lost me for like an hour and didn't know where I was or anything else. And Jimmy left at the aforementioned 10:45. So the question is, from 10:45 to around midnight, what happened to Rob?
Hold on. I have timestamps.
Okay, I'm ready.
So, do you know what time Josh calls me to alert me of what's happened?
What time?
Guess. I want both of you to guess.
I think it's about midnight.
Okay.
11:30.
11:03.
Oh God.
Me and Corey left at like 10:30.
No.
Yes, we absolutely did.
It had to have been earlier than that.
It was.
There's no way that was only 30 minutes.
Yeah, it had to have been earlier than that.
Me and Corey left between 10 and 10:30. Absolutely.
I think you probably left closer to 10. Because keep in mind, everyone got here at like 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Like, we got here early.
Josh calls me. I don't answer the call because I'm watching the final episode of Stranger Things. And I just didn't want to interrupt it because I was watching with my girlfriend. I was like, fucking, what does Josh want? He's probably just drunk as fuck.
Yeah.
Turns out it was kind of important. I said, watching the new Stranger Things, man, what's up? And he says, do you have the dehumidifier?
Oh, no.
And I'm like, LMAO, yeah, I forgot it was in my car. And he says, Rob fell down the driveway trying to get it. He's being serviced at the moment. And I said, oh my God. And you said, he's in bad shape. And I said, he okay? And you say, he bleeding a lot. Oh.
So listen, all right. This is a cautionary tale here at this point. So I live on a fairly steep hill, and my driveway there's nothing that you can really do to make it less bad. So it's pretty steep driveway. And it was raining a little bit during the day, and it was a little bit slippery. And of course it goes into the street, which is asphalt, right? So I think, and this is drunk Rob trying to recount, events here, but I'm pretty sure that Jimmy left at around 10. I went downstairs to try to get this dehumidifier at probably about 10:20. And I was, in my mind, I was like, oh shit, they just left. I've got to catch them before they leave. So it was like an emergency. Just house on fire, gotta go. So no shoes. I left the house without shoes, and I sprinted down my driveway at full speed. And as far as speed goes, I don't have like a crazy endurance kind of thing, and really I'm not that fast, but I am kind of like an alligator in certain respects, right? Alligators can lunge at like 40 miles an hour, and that's kind of what I did down this driveway. Like I hit fucking terminal velocity down the driveway, and I get to the bottom, and I think probably about 5 feet from the bottom if you're looking up and down. And it was at that point that I missed a step, and I launched myself like into the asphalt, just straight up. And I landed on my knee and my wrist, and I don't know how I didn't hit my head. I landed on my ribs as well. Like,
Yeah,
basically the entire left side of my body is still fucked.
I'm glad your head's fine because you cannot
Me
sustain
too.
any more brain damage.
No, that's true. Yeah, there's too much already. But, yeah, so at that point, it's real hazy because I was in a lot of pain. But I remember hearing noises that sounded like someone was dying. And it turns out that was me. I was in the street just... And I think I laid there for a little bit because it was just so much fucking pain. And then I remember headlights from a truck, and I was like, oh shit, I'm in the fucking street, gotta go. And again, you know, big steep driveway. I just fucked up my knee real bad. So I know that I have to get into the house, but there's a mountain to climb in front of me. And I very distinctly remember hearing in my head, "Burr, burr, burr," which is the synth lead from Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush, in case you're not familiar. And I remember that playing, and it inspired me to get up the hill.
This would be way funnier if you had seen... Hold on, I'll let the song play.
That's exactly what I heard. So yeah, this was the theme of me ascending the mountain back into my house.
So I'm going to go ahead and assume most of our viewers have seen at least part of the new episode or the new season of Stranger Things because it's like the most popular show right now. But if you had that context, Rob, because you haven't seen the new season yet, you'd think it was way funnier.
Yeah, see, I haven't seen it, so I don't know. I just knew the song already.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it for you, but
I appreciate it.
As soon as you watch it, you're going to be like, oh.
Okay, that's great.
It is very relevant.
Yeah, like you
Okay.
saying this makes me think you've seen it. It's
No,
that
I
relevant.
haven't. Yeah, that's awesome. But I don't know what happened, but I got into the house, and I made it to the stairs. Because, again, basement, you know, the house, the floor level is basement. You got to go up the stairs to get up to the main level where everyone else was. Made it to the stairs, and I got about halfway up. That was it. Rob was done. All right. Knee was too fucked. I was bleeding profusely. There's still blood all over the stairs. I got to go clean it up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I got to clean it up whenever I get better.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But,
Do you think that when you fell, there's any chance that you actually fell into the upside down and that the truck you thought you saw was a mind flayer or a demogorgon?
it's very possible.
Sorry, go on.
I mean, I hope that's what happened. It would explain all this shit a lot better.
It would.
But, so they find me at this point, again, after about 45 minutes to an hour has lapsed. And, you know, my girlfriend and Josh are taking care of me, getting me all patched up and shit. And we figured it out, you know. But
Man, it's so fucking funny that you guys just forgot Rob was gone for that amount of time because you were in here doing karaoke.
they were singing. I could hear it, too. Like, I was just dying on the stairs hearing fucking the Cranberries. I was hearing Linger by the Cranberries, just dying on the stairs.
I don't think we did Linger.
It was something like that. I can't remember. Maybe it was
Maybe
Where's My
Zombie.
Mind. Maybe it was Zombie.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Yeah. But I was
Feeling like a zombie?
I thought that I was gonna become less than a zombie.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, we're fucked.
It was a little unusual that Rob didn't like announce where he was going. He just kind of disappeared. But like, I could have seen him gone to make a sandwich. Maybe had a poop. Maybe had to rub one out.
Sure.
You never know.
I gotta say, buddy, it's not gonna take me an hour to do all three of those things, let alone one of them.
I think if
that's why
there
we
was
started to be concerned.
if there would have been a sober individual here, I think you would have gotten help sooner.
Probably. I don't
know that he would have gotten better help though. 'Cause
That's
I
true.
think he was well taken care of.
No, I agree.
It wouldn't have made the injuries any better.
Considering that none of
For
my
sure.
shit is fucking horribly infected, probably,
Yeah.
and also that I can kind of walk. I mean, we're in good shape, all things considered. Like, if I would have hit my head, I would have been, like, it would have been, hey, we've got an Appleboy memorial, our first one.
Our first one.
Yeah, our first
First
one.
of many.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I will tell you, when I saw Rob's knee, I'm not squeamish. Like, I don't love the sight of blood, but it doesn't really bother me very much.
That's what kids will do.
I've never really been that way, but you're right. What I was going to say is, like, when I saw it, not completely, but I sobered up a lot, like, immediately.
Yeah.
And, like, dad instincts kicked in.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, all right, where's the Neosporin? Where's the alcohol? Where are the bandages? Like, let's notify Jimmy in case he needs to bring the dehumidifier back.
which he did the next day, by the way. It was very
I
generous
brought it
of
back
him.
like the next morning to make him feel better.
And then I had to snap a few photos for the gram. And once I did that, we went into cleanup mode. And Rob's girlfriend and I were tag teaming that. So at one point, I distinctly remember, and I wish that I could have taken a photo of this, but Rob is like in his computer chair, leaned back in the surrender cobra pose, where you've got like the hands behind the head and you look like a cobra.
Yeah.
And he's leaned back, looking up toward the heavens, probably singing Kate Bush in his head with
Yeah.
his eyes closed. And his like massive leg, because you're a large lad,
Yeah.
is up on my knee. And we're like doctoring the wound. So we're like rubbing Neosporin in and trying to not get blood in our own bloodstreams. And it was
Could have been blood brothers.
yeah, we almost were. If I had any open wounds, we probably are.
Yeah.
And that would have been the second conjoining of me and Rob from that evening, because
Oh.
earlier in that evening, like when I was shopping for the beer and got the club tails, I had the wherewithal and the forethought to think, I am leaving very early in the morning with my entire family to go on vacation. Must obtain mouthwash.
Right.
So I bought this small bottle of mouthwash, and if you listen to the episode, either if you have or if you do, you'll know that I was using the mouthwash and didn't have anything convenient to spit it in, so I spit it back into my Miller Lite bottle, and I was commenting to Corey that it looked like there was a larger amount of volume in the Miller Lite bottle than I had taken out of the mouthwash bottle.
That was so stupid.
And Corey was telling me that I needed to pour it back into the mouthwash bottle to prove that there wasn't more in there. And I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to waste the rest of the good mouthwash. And Rob was like, I'll drink it, you dare me? And then before anybody had a chance to fucking respond, he reaches across the table, grabs the Miller Lite bottle, and takes a huge gulp. I don't know that he drank all of it, but he drank a fuckload of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
No, I drank the mouthwash. Like it
Yeah,
wasn't
there was no
like
swish and
No.
respit. It was,
No, I drank
it's
that shit.
inside him.
Yeah.
Didn't even help that it wasn't
That-
alcohol free.
Honestly,
Or
that
was
may have
alcohol-free.
been what sent you into the
Upside down?
upside down after
Yeah.
all.
It's possible.
Like,
But I meant to touch on this earlier, but there are very, very few points like I remember the fall, I remember getting up, I remember making it somehow inside, nothing for a while. The first thing that I remember after making it upstairs was I'm like in lots and lots of pain. I'm like having trouble breathing. I know that I'm bleeding everywhere. And I'm like, fuck, maybe I need to go to the hospital. I don't know how bad this is. And then I look down and I see Josh smiling and taking pictures of my leg. And I'm like, all right, well, it can't be that bad. So that's good. But then I remembered there's like these like TikToks of people like in a hospital bed. And then the nurse is like doing like recording a TikTok dance
Yeah.
herself while they're
Right.
just like fucked up in the hospital. And that's exactly how I felt in that moment. I was like, oh shit, now I know.
so we don't have a huge social media following by any means. I think our Twitter account has like either 199 or 200 followers right now. And we don't get a tremendous amount of engagement on really any of our posts because we don't have that many people following what we post right now. But I posted the picture of your knee, and that night you were wearing these cutoff jean shorts.
So much better.
They're just dripping in blood.
And
Yeah.
we had 2 comments on our Twitter post about the injury. One was, if those shorts were cut off before the injury, I'm here for it, or something like that. Like, very in support of the shorts, no concern about the injury at all. And then the second comment was somebody replying to that first comment saying, LMAO, yes.
That's awesome.
And that's it. So,
oh, hey, we made it.
Yeah, I think the cutoff shorts definitely add to the unhingedness of the photo.
I think that if I wasn't wearing cutoffs, I probably would have been okay.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cutoffs and shoes were the biggest issues. Although, honestly, at this point, my ribs are, like, the biggest thing. I don't know what happened to my ribs, and I went to urgent care, and they were like, well, x-ray's down for the night. If you want to come back tomorrow, you can, to get an x-ray to see what's going on. And I was like, listen, if I, like, broke a rib, like, I would know, right? And they're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, I'd be in, like, excruciating pain. Like, I wouldn't be able to, like, walk, right? And they were like, I mean, you'd probably know. And I'm like, okay, so let's say that the rib is broken. I get an x-ray. You figure out that the rib is broken. What can you do? And they're like, nothing. Like, you can't cast a rib. You can't do anything to it. And it's one of the injuries that takes the longest to heal in the body because it's always in motion. Like, you can't do anything to make your rib not fucking continue to function. So I was like, you know what, man, I don't need an x-ray. Like, if it's broken, if it's not broken, if it's just bruised, whatever it might be, it's fucking fine.
have you looked into ordering a flak jacket?
I haven't. I might at this point, just to, just wear that around so this doesn't happen again.
I think you should.
So regarding your rib wiggling, it reminded me of a text you sent me and our friend Johnny.
Yeah.
It was on Thursday, and you started it with 2 edibles is too many edibles. It was about 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And you followed it with, also, I can feel my rib, like, moving. Like, it's kind of wiggling around, but it doesn't hurt. What mean?
So I was pretty fucked up at that point, but I gotta say, man, like, I am not the type of person to, like, rep weed.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I'll ingest.
Even though that's our entire brand on the episode.
Yeah.
Or on the podcast.
Yeah. Me and you are the weed boys.
Yeah.
Basically. But I mean, we're not like the type to be like, you should do this.
Right. It's not going to change your life.
No, but
I mean, it might. Depends on who you are. It hasn't changed ours.
The anti-pain properties of weed cannot be understated.
Absolutely not.
I did not know until I did 2 edibles the other night and then felt my rib literally moving, like wiggling inside of me. And at one point, there was a loud pop and I felt no pain.
Yeah.
It was just like, wow, this shit's fucking weird.
Yeah.
While I'm like narrating to Jimmy and our friend Johnny about all of this. And what was the other stupid thing that I said?
Hold on, let me find it.
Because it was as bad or worse.
You said, I just dropped my Frosty, but caught it halfway down, but the fast reflex motion gave me pain. And I said, my hurt is real.
There we go.
And
my hurt is real.
And my girlfriend thought it was very funny.
Yeah, that sounds about right. By the way, I fell asleep on the couch last night after the party, and I woke up because I was dreaming that I was falling.
Oh no!
And I went to catch myself, and I like jerked awake really fast and threw my arms out.
Oh no!
And I gotta say, if you have a potentially fucked up rib, and you do that, boy howdy, that'll wake you up real quick.
Yeah, I
It's
fractured
not
my
pleasant.
toe about 2 months ago, and like the whole like first month of that, I would wake up and my foot would just be in a shit ton of pain, and I realized that I was just wiggling my toes a bunch in my sleep. How do you even control that?
I don't know, man. That sucks.
So overall, it sounds like the party was a smashing success. Before we move on, any other tidbits from the night that are need to knows for the audience?
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about this. So my girlfriend and I left at, I don't know, probably 1:30, and we get home, and I'm like, I'm not like, I'm fine, right? I had 8 beers over the course of like 6 hours, and I had a little bit of weed, and And that's it. So I was pretty sober at this point. So I was like, you know what, man, I'm just gonna chill out. I'm bad in social situations in general, so I like just kind of needed to unwind and like watch some TV before I go to sleep. So I sit down in the living room, and my girlfriend was in the bathroom, and she like comes upstairs, and I'm like, hey, you want to watch some TV, or are you sleepy? And she's like, nah, I want to watch some fucking TV. And
So she was pretty drunk, huh?
she's a little drunk. She's having a good time at the party. So I'm like, all right, what do you want to watch? And I don't know why the fuck I asked, but I immediately just put on Jeopardy because we watch a lot of Jeopardy. It's a good time. And yeah, I don't know. I like the trivia aspect of it. It's a trivia game show, so I fucking hope that I would. You know, I'm watching Jeopardy, and the first couple questions come in, and I'm like answering out loud because we always do that, going back and forth. And I remember distinctly the first question was like, when was the Battle of Antietam? Like what year? And I think the answer is 1862. I think I guessed 1863, but I was wrong. But I wasn't as wrong as my girlfriend, who said 1902. Which is not when the Civil War was.
No.
And I thought she was kind of kidding.
Yeah.
But then she's like, fuck. Like, very upset about it. And I'm like, okay, we're in a different spot now.
When was it, Josh?
September 17th, 1862.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. So I'm answering the next couple questions, and this is pre-recorded, so I'm like fast-forwarding through the commercials, and as soon as I start fast-forwarding, I just hear, a gentle snore come from behind me, and I'm like, oh, shit. So she's like passed out, and I probably watch like another hour of TV and finally wake her up to take her to bed from there, but it was just so instant. Just as soon as she got home, one or two answers of Jeopardy that were wildly, wildly wrong. And just the supreme disappointment, and then to sleep.
Yeah, the opposite happened to my girlfriend. She, I left at about 2:30 or 3 because we drove separate, so she ended up staying. She had a few friends still there, and she's definitely more of a late-night partier than I am at this point. Because if I have any amount of the weed, I just immediately want to fall asleep, especially past like midnight. So I was ready to go home. So I went home. She was like, yeah, I'll just stay for a few more hours. I'll see you soon at home. And I was like, yeah, right. So I wake up at like 9:30 or so, and she's still not home. Like 9:30 this morning. I called her, and she's like, hey, I'm on my way home. What's up? And I'm like, what's up? Where you been?
Yeah, that's not the right response.
Yeah, she said she was just talking to like Will and this other guy from the party for like the entire night.
For like 7 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too. I'm good on that.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that. The last time I did that, I was on a psychedelic substance that kept me awake. That was a long time ago.
Yep. Yeah, I've been there.
You guys want to hit a break?
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's hit a break.
You're listening to the Appleboys podcast. Now back to your hosts, Josh, Corey, Rob, and Jimmy.
And we're back.
Yeah.
Hey.
So by request from Nate, one of our patrons, we are going to play a quick game of Fuck, Marry, Kill. Do you know how this game works?
I sure do. Been playing this shit since I was like 10 years old. Probably way too early to know the word fuck.
Wow. I didn't hear that word until I was a man.
You're a man when you were like 13, weren't you?
Yeah, something like that.
I think we all at least the patrons learned when you became a man.
It's true.
Yep, that's true. And if you want to know too, you can subscribe to our Patreon.
There it is.
Patreon.com/Appleboys.
There you go.
You can also subscribe directly through our website at appleboys.us, and we would certainly appreciate if you would do so.
Avoid the middleman.
Every time I bring up subscribing to us, I always pitch the Patreon, and then Josh has to correct me, and this has happened like 5 times at this point. Sorry.
No, I'm actually like, I'm totally fine either way. People know Patreon. There's a certain trust factor there.
It's true.
And I do post our, at least I have recently started posting our episodes. Basically, as soon as I finish editing it, I post it on Patreon for the subscribers, and then I publish it. I've been publishing it on Tuesday mornings, so patrons have been getting it 1 to 2 days early, which is pretty neat.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, for those of you who have lived under a rock and don't know how this game works, we will name 3 people. They can be current celebrities, musicians, artists. They can be historical figures, living or dead. They can be fictional characters. They can be men. They can be women. They can be whatever. And out of the list, you have to pick one of the people that you would fuck, basically a one-night stand. One of the people that you would marry, take home to your parents and start a life with. And one of the people who you would kill and basically wipe off the face of the planet and they no longer exist anymore.
All right.
So I will start with a list of 3 people that Nate sent, and he sent a few. So I'm gonna start with one of his, and then we'll move on. You guys can each give some of yours. So
Okay.
first list is Rihanna, Kate Upton, Scarlett Johansson.
Wow. Yeah, coming in hot with some
hotties.
some pretty questionable to comment on people. I like it.
This one's super, super easy for me.
All right. Why don't you go ahead?
It's pretty easy for me, too.
Like, definitely killing Rihanna. Crazy bitch. Don't want to have anything to do with her.
All right.
All right. That's kind of a hot take, but that's fine.
I'm going to fuck Kate Upton. I'm going to marry Scarlett Johansson.
Great mind do think alike.
So Jimmy's on board with me.
I think I may flip Kate Upton and ScarJo, but that's fine. That's amenable.
But we're all killing Rihanna.
I think so. I've never. She's got a crazy fucking forehead. Like, I don't know.
Boy.
Other than that, she's good. I think.
All right, man. She's crazy. Like, I don't want anything to do with her.
Why do you think she's crazy?
I just get that vibe.
All right.
Who wants to go next? Who's got a list?
All right. I'll go. So I've got Oprah, Nancy Pelosi, and Dolly Parton.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, my
Jimmy.
God. All right, so, fuck. All right. I thought it was going to be really easy
No.
to marry Oprah because she's a billionaire with a B. And, like, it's great. But Dolly Parton is, like, the greatest human being ever.
Right.
And she's also very wealthy. And she's also, like, my wife's favorite person.
Yeah, I knew who the Mary would be probably.
So Mary is probably Dolly Parton. I thought it was going to be an easy Oprah when you said that.
Right.
And then up until this past week, it would have been a really easy kill Nancy Pelosi and fuck Oprah.
I was so hoping you'd reference this.
But the picture that dropped earlier this week of Nancy Pelosi, she's got some titters on her. She's got some juggalos.
Oh my God.
And now I'm struggling.
Josh is killing the only black person in the lineup again.
No. I haven't decided. I still think so. I can't let one sexy picture from one Twitter post, tweet, whatever you call it, sway the opinion that I would have held from a week prior. Like, Nancy Pelosi is a scum human being, so I'm going to kill Nancy, fuck Oprah, marry Dolly. Final answer.
I agree with that.
All right. So you said kill Nancy, fuck Oprah, marry Dolly. All right.
'Cause I'm like pretty liberal, but like Nancy's pretty evil.
Can we choose like a time?
I think
Like, can we do Dolly from like 40 years ago?
I think
or
it,
no?
unless otherwise stated, everyone on any of these
It's
lists
today.
is prime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Peak.
Oh, Prime?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not fair.
Prime.
Huh?
Okay.
I'm thinking about them like today.
Either way.
I mean,
it's fine.
it doesn't change my answer either way.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys are
Well,
crazy.
let's clarify that then. If there's anything that could be prime versus today, let's clarify that as we go forward.
All right,
Okay.
that's fine.
Got it.
Yeah, because obviously, like, if we're talking about like George Washington, like
In his
today
prime.
is probably not
Right.
right.
But you totally fuck George Washington if he was in his prime.
I just want to see what like
He's
wooden
so tall.
teeth feel like on my cock.
All right. That's where I weirdly thought you were going.
So what's your answer on this Oprah, Dolly, Pelosi situation?
You guys are fucking nuts. Marry Oprah. No question. Fuck Dolly. Kill the Pelosi.
He's going for the money.
No shit.
Dolly has money. She's not as rich,
She
but
got hella money.
she got hella money.
I don't know what you'd even do with
Yeah.
Oprah money.
Well, I would find out, buddy. And you guys
That's
would
true.
be having a one-night stand with her. You might get a Mercedes-Benz as a consolation prize.
You get a car. You
Yeah.
do you have a list?
I'm going to go presidential. I'm going to go do an FMK for Joe Biden, Barack Obama, and G-Dubs.
Which G-Dub?
No H.
Okay.
This is so easy.
Yeah.
I think this one is pretty easy.
It's
but
easy for me. It may not.
Yeah,
like,
I want to know what your all's answers are. It's going to be great.
should we like write them down to make sure we're not copying off of each other?
No, I think keep your answer in your head. You can be swayed, right? There's a point to this game where there's some
All right.
some debate.
Well, I'm marrying Barack.
Very clearly the correct answer. Yes,
I'm fucking W, and I'm killing Biden.
I agree.
I was going to flip the last two.
I figured you would.
You would
But-
fuck Biden before you'd fuck George W?
Just think
It's not even
it.
about that. I just have such a severe hatred for the Bushes.
For G-Dubs.
Yeah.
That's fair. I was man, have
Jesus.
you seen that video where I can't remember what he's talking about. He's like we're in a country and we need to protect it, and the terrorists will not dissuade us. Now watch me hit this drive. And he,
Yes.
he turns around and just fucking rips.
Okay, that version of George Bush, I would fuck.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That is the version of George Bush.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
I think he's genuinely like just kind of like that.
Yeah.
The
In
rest
front of the
it-
camera, George Bush, fine. Behind
Yeah.
the camera, not. But we'll skip past that. That's a
All right.
different episode.
All right. Well, since we're on guys anyway, I'll send. This is another list from Nate, and it's a list of guys. So this is basically, maybe not exactly, but it's pretty close to the male equivalent of his first list, where it's just all attractive A-list celebs. Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio. And I would say go ahead and assume prime on all of them, like the peak version of each of them. So like Fight Club, Brad Pitt. Which version of Leo was peak Leo? The Departed? No,
Catch Me If You Can, maybe?
maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. It kind of depends. Because
Titanic Leo is pretty solid, too.
He's aged well,
Titanic Leo, I think... I
He's too-
disagree.
I don't think that's...
I don't think
he
that's
hadn't
prime.
grown into his body yet.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
I
agree.
gotcha.
Yeah. I'm thinking, like, Catch Me If You Can through...
Django.
Yeah, Django.
I mean, he's in the fancy suit, but
That's true. Yeah, get that
Great
white supremacist
Gatsby.
cock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah,
Crazy.
true.
All right, so Leo, and then Tom Cruise, like he's the same all the way.
Yeah. Man hasn't aged.
So this is a tough one for a couple different reasons. I'll answer first because I haven't done that yet.
Okay.
And you guys are going to be like, this Rob guy might be gay. And that's fine.
It's not the
There's
first time
nothing
it's
wrong with
happening
that.
is at this podcast.
Yeah.
Your
But-
shirt right now is a cat with rainbow flag sunglasses on,
Yeah, I actually bought this to wear to a Pride festival.
like that.
So
Sorry, go on.
Not helping my case, but that's fine.
I like it.
I think that as far as attractiveness goes, there is a clear number one in my mind, and that's Brad Pitt.
Yep. So you would fuck him?
I think so. I think it's fuck Brad Pitt. I think it between the last two, I think they're both fantastic actors. I think Leo's better actor for sure. I think if you compare other characteristics, they're probably about even in terms of people, with one exception.
Scientology?
And that's Scientology.
So you're going to kill Tom Cruise?
Killing Tom Cruise. It hurts me to do so.
This is my exact reasoning. I totally agree with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because Tom Cruise is fucking crazy.
I am
Right.
fully 100% aligned on everything you just said. Like, it's an easy fuck on Brad Pitt for me.
Yeah.
And it's an easy marry for the exact same reasons with Leo. The only thing for me that gave me pause is that if I kill Tom Cruise, it means my favorite movie ever, Top Gun Maverick, doesn't exist. And that hurts my feelings.
Well, it exists now.
So I guess all of his previous work stays. I'm not wiping previous work. Oh, yeah.
You're
okay.
not, like, deleting him from...
Well, I just wanted to clarify that, because if that's the case, that makes it way easier for me.
Yeah.
Because I don't care about anything he's doing in the future.
Right.
Yeah, otherwise we'd have some real moral dilemmas going on in here.
Right.
With all of these FMKs.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we all are aligned then.
I
Yes,
think so.
absolutely.
I think that was the easiest one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. He sent a few more, but if you said you have another one, Jimmy?
Yeah, I got a good one here. I've got Willem Dafoe,
Oh, God.
Steve
Okay.
Steve Buscemi,
Okay.
and Danny DeVito.
Oh, fuck.
This one is a little tough.
I got
Just the most odd looking
All right.
people in Hollywood.
So we've talked about Willem Dafoe's gigantic cock on this podcast before.
Right.
That's an easy
But-
one, right?
But I was just listening to another podcast. What was it? Jesus, I listened to so many podcasts this week. I'll have to look it up and try to add it to the show notes. But some other podcast was talking about Willem Dafoe's gigantic cock, and I just listened to it earlier this week. And just to remind the audience, he was in some like B movie about Jesus, I think. And
What?
hold on, let me look it up.
It was
The
it
White
wasn't
House?
no.
No.
I'm just kidding.
It was by that one director that always does weird shit. He did like Mother.
Anyway, as I'm looking up what movie it was, there's a scene apparently where I haven't actually seen the movie, but there's a scene where he
is Antichrist, right?
yeah, it's about Jesus.
All right.
What was it called? Anyway, there's a scene where he's basically ejaculating blood, and the director did not want to show his real penis because he didn't want the audience to think that it was too fake. Like, he wanted it to seem more realistic, and apparently Willem Dafoe's dick like doesn't look real.
Oh.
So they put in a body double with a smaller dick so that it would look more real.
No, Willem Dafoe was like ready. He was like, "It's my time to shine."
That's
and,
awesome.
And he whipped it out, and the director was like, "No, that's going to confuse people."
He apparently qualifies for permanent disability because of the size of his dick.
No.
That's incredible.
That is unreal.
I mean, apparently this dude is stacked.
So, long story short, purely for curiosity's sake, I'm fucking Willem Dafoe.
All right.
And
Might
I'm,
not come out alive.
I'm killing Danny DeVito, and I'm marrying whoever. Who's the third person you said?
Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, I'm gonna marry Steve. He's funny.
That'd be so fucking annoying. Being married
Yeah,
to Steve Buscemi.
You're right, but it wouldn't be as annoying as being married to Danny DeVito.
That's fair.
I think I'm going opposite here. So I think we're going to have some real conflict here. I think I have to. So let's clarify this. So if you marry someone, that implies that you're going to have to fuck them on some regular basis, right?
At least for like the first 6 months.
I don't know. I don't know, because I think that makes it too easy to choose the sexiest person as your marry.
Right.
If you know that, like, I can fuck this person once, or I can fuck this person 1,000 times.
Yeah. Okay. So let's
Speaking from experience of someone who's married, it doesn't just happen all the time whenever you want it to for most people.
Sure.
I see.
So I think the idea is the person you're marrying, you're building a life with which may involve sex sometimes, but it's also going to involve all the other parts of being married.
I see. I think I have to marry the Defoe.
I think me and you are gonna have the same exact opinion here.
I think I have to. I think I've got to fuck the Buscemi.
Yeah,
I think I've got to kill the DeVito.
yeah, because I would like genuinely love to like live with Willem Dafoe for like a period of time just to see what happens. He's a very interesting
Motherfucker's
man.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, having not seen the movie, my comment about it being about Jesus, I think, was just taken from the fact that Christ is in the name of the movie. It is, it is Antichrist.
It's Christ opposite.
Lars von Trier.
Yeah, he's got some nutty movies, man. That dude's fucking weird.
Yeah, I've never seen this movie. I am curious because of all the talk about it, so I might check it out. Released in 2009.
Okay.
It's like a pseudo trilogy because he's got a couple other movies. I think Lars von Trier also did Mother, which is
A Danzig song.
Mother. No, the shit. What's her name? Jennifer Lawrence stars in it. So, spoiler alert. The whole movie is like a rough, loose retelling of like the Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden kind of thing, and the mother refers to like Mother Nature. It's a fucking weird movie. I don't recommend it.
It's a trip.
It's a straight art house movie. It's weird. I'm all for like an occasional pretentious movie, like you know
The Lighthouse.
Yeah, The Lighthouse. You know, featuring
Incredible
Willem
movie.
Dafoe. Have you seen The Lighthouse, Josh?
No, we talked about it. I haven't watched it yet.
You gotta.
God damn,
Next on your list.
That's a film. Yeah,
Sure is a film,
that's
buddy.
a film right there. I've got another interesting one.
Okay.
Go for it.
I don't know if you guys are gonna know what these people look like. We're gonna go Axis of Evil. Benito Mussolini. Emperor, I think it's Hirohito of Japan.
Okay.
And then Adolf Hitler. I told you, Axis of Evil. What do you mean? What, like, you heard Benito Mussolini and you're like, oh, okay, clearly.
All right. I'm going to go first. I'm going to fucking kill Hitler. Jesus Christ.
All right.
All right. So,
Hey, you gonna interrupt me, Josh?
We have to be analytical about this.
yeah, I just wanted to ask a question
All
because
right. Ask your questions.
all these people are dead already.
Correct.
So,
You got to go with the prime.
right. So the question now goes back to the concern that I had about losing Top Gun Maverick, right? So if I'm killing one of these people, is it killing them before they've committed their heinous crimes?
No.
Or like they're already at the end of their life and I'm just the one that ended the life?
Yeah, that one.
Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry to interrupt, Jimmy. So you're killing
good.
Hitler.
Absolutely killing Hitler. This is not an easy list because there's not any good answer to it, truthfully.
I know.
They're all terrible people.
Well, it's either that or we talk about how the titter's on some currently living celebrity woman. And
That's
I don't want
fair.
to do that.
Yeah. Kill Hitler. Fuck Hirohito. Marry Mussolini.
All right. Josh? Did you guys look up pictures?
Yeah.
I think I would flip Mussolini and Hirohito. I think I would marry Hirohito and fuck Mussolini.
It would be nice to live in Japan.
That's part of it. I also think that Japanese people in general are very respectful. And I feel like a Japanese person would be a good housemate for life.
Yeah.
I tend to agree. I'm aligned with Josh, I think.
I think you're convincing me to also go your route.
Yeah.
Mussolini also, like, look at these eyes. Like, if you were going to do a one-night stand with someone, like,
Yeah, it's bad.
Of the three, I think he's the best looking dude. TBH.
yeah, I think that's the answer.
All right. They're all terrifying.
Well,
All right. We've got Alanis Morissette, prime. Britney Spears, prime. Or Natalie Dormer, who was in Game of Thrones and is also Poison Ivy.
all right. Jimmy, you want to go first? You want me to?
Sure. I think I got it together.
Okay, go for it.
All right. So I think I'm going to kill Natalie Dormer. Nothing against her. Very beautiful. But I think I've got to fuck Britney. and marry Alanis.
Which Britney? Which music video? Or which situation? Like, is this like
Probably like Toxic Time.
so not bald in the back of?
No, Toxic Time. That's not Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. For me, Prime Britney comes earlier than Toxic.
Alanis be looking good.
Yeah.
I was thinking Dogma Alanis,
No.
which is very different, which I think she still looks great in that. Yeah, that's she be looking good. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, that's tough.
So for me, I'm not attracted to Natalie Dormer really at all.
I'm not either.
I think her eyes look weird, and she also looks like she would be really hateful.
I think she'd be really nice. I don't know.
No. She looks mean as a snake. So I would
All
kill Natalie Dormer. My list is the same. I would marry Alanis Morissette, but that's only like because I want to fuck the shit out of Britney Spears. And I would definitely pick "Hit Me Baby One More Time" Britney Spears in the schoolgirl outfit, faux show, because I was in high school when that came out.
Yeah.
And boy howdy, if you guys were my age, you would pick the same.
That's fair.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I think we're all aligned.
Yeah.
I think there's an obvious choice here. I think Alanis, is with everything that could potentially come from this. I was honestly, I almost killed Britney.
Really?
Yeah, it was close, but
Alanis just seems the most put together.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that anyone.
I think Alanis and Natalie are probably the most put together.
Well, no shit.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
not Britney's fault.
No, it's definitely not Britney's
No.
fault. Not at all. I mean, there's,
I just don't want to deal with that, you know?
yeah.
I think it's super ironic that you consider Alanis put together.
Isn't it ironic?
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
It's true.
I think that's my answer for sure, though. I don't know. I'm just thinking about her being God in Dogma.
Yeah.
What a great movie, by the way. You seen Dogma?
Yeah.
All right. Jimmy, you ready? Do a little FMK action on. We've got Jay-Z.
All right.
We got Drizzy, aka Drake.
Who fucking calls Drake Drizzy now?
People still call him Drizzy.
No.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Okay. Go on.
You want me to call him Aubrey?
Sure.
All right. Or Kanye West.
I wrote down the same list and then erased it.
That makes sense.
All right. So I'm going to start with Drake. I'm going to fuck Drake because
Really?
he's going to write a song about me.
It's true.
But I don't want to marry him because I don't want to deal with that all the time, you know? I'm going to definitely kill Kanye. Dude's fucking crazy. Man, I love Kanye, but I'm fine with him not making any more music. It's whatever. Dude's crazy. Because if I fuck him or marry him and something happens, he's going to like move in next to me and like look at me from across the street.
You were just talking about how you wanted attention from Drake.
That's true.
Kanye's just giving you more attention.
But that's
That's true.
attention that people like kind of meme and like it's like ha 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 whatever. Kanye's is like, oh, this dude's actually a psycho.
I could imagine Drake coming up with a bar that's like, oh, just bought a Lamborghini, talking all pink. Yeah, I remember that one time I fucked that ginger twink. That would be his song about you.
That was really good. I
Thank you.
can imagine that happening as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna marry Jay-Z. He rich as fuck.
All right.
I mean, so is Kanye, but we already established why Kanye has to die.
Sure.
So I'm going to fuck Kanye because he's so crazy. And I'm going to marry Jay-Z and I'm going to kill fucking Drake because
Wow.
That's fair.
This is good.
That was my second choice.
We are all out of agreement.
Okay.
So you're marrying Kanye, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously marrying Kanye.
You have
And you're
no other
gonna kill
choice.
Jay-Z.
I'm
You're
killing
gonna
Jay-Z.
fuck Drake.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah. I've got to, I can, first off, I can,
You're the worst.
I can fix him.
I knew it.
You're the worst.
I can fix him.
Oh,
No,
you're the worst.
definitely gonna have to marry Kanye.
He'll fix you.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, like this is not a. I think I've talked about this briefly on the show before. I don't think Jay-Z is very talented. Like honestly, I don't think he's that great of a rapper. I think he's super overrated. Talented is the wrong word for that. I think he is talented for sure. I don't think that he is as great of a rapper as everyone says that he is.
But he's better than Drake.
He is a better rapper than Drake.
He
I
is
agree.
better than Drake.
I agree.
You could have put literally anyone else there besides Drake, almost, and I would have also killed Jay-Z for the similar reasons. I'm not a fan, but in that situation, I'm choosing the lesser of two evils. Jay-Z is the lesser of the two evils.
Man, it is tough. It's tough between Drake and Jay-Z. I've got to say, but I don't like Jay-Z. I don't like Drake either, but honestly, he had that one album. It was pretty good.
All right. So I think I've got a good one to wrap up this game on. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Oh yeah.
Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle.
Here we are.
All right, I'm gonna fuck Bulbasaur.
You
That's
gonna
a
get
weird
that
choice.
Bulbasaur?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, I know it was.
And you've like got the little flowers
Yeah,
on
you
top.
got the vine shit going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
The
that can happen
vines,
there.
yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
Easy.
Yeah. I think that is the easy one.
Did you say Charmander,
I didn't say, but please go on.
or was it Pikachu?
I thought you meant did I choose?
Yeah.
No, it was not Pikachu. It was Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle.
Got it. So I'm gonna marry Charmander.
You're gonna kill Squirtle?
I'm gonna fuck
yeah, I
Squirtle. He's
can't.
a big fucking hard thing on his back.
I mean, you
Take
can marry
that
him.
shit off.
You can't do
Doesn't
that.
come
Think
on.
of how squishy
It's
it would be
attached.
underneath.
No, it's attached. You can't.
Can
do
you?
Turtles
al-
come out of their shells?
They no.
They die.
No, they don't come out of their shells.
They
Josh.
don't.
Am I thinking of hermit crabs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
No.
different?
That's a
Yeah, that's different, buddy. Yeah, turtles don't come out of their shells.
It's a
they'll
hermit
die.
crabs.
Oh my god.
Turtle.
Oh yeah, this is going in the outtakes right here.
No, this is in the intakes. This shit goes
No.
in.
I don't know about that one, Chief. I think yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not there yet.
I think the Bulbussy line of thinking was correct. I think there's just so much you can do. And I don't think the other two have any leg up on that. All
No.
right. So I'm going
Tentacles all the way.
fuck Bulbasaur. Got to get that Bulbussy.
Yeah.
All right, you guys have sold me on that.
Okay.
I'm with you. I'm gonna fuck Bulbasaur now. I do think I'm gonna kill Charmander though, and I'm gonna marry Squirtle.
Yeah, I'm very conflicted because I think Charmander is my favorite, but I don't know if I can kill Squirtle.
Because it's the name of your dog.
So here's
Well,
the
that's
deal.
part of it.
Here's
Okay.
the deal. Charmander is probably the coolest of the opening ones, but Charmeleon is the worst of the middle ones.
I agree.
Charmeleon
I agree.
sucks.
True.
Yeah.
He becomes cool again at Charizard, but I don't think Charizard's cooler than Blastoise.
Blastoise is a literal, like, well, I mean, it's a turtle, but it's got, like, giant guns.
Yeah.
And
It
and,
doesn't
that's
sound good on
dope.
your dick at
and,
all.
and Wartortle is definitely the best second one.
Yeah.
Better than the Venusaur. What's before Venusaur? Is Bulbasaur or something? Ivysaur?
Ivysaur, yeah.
Ivysaur.
Mhm.
Yeah, so Wartortle is definitely better than Ivysaur or Charmeleon by like 100-fold. So I'd want to marry Wartortle or marry Squirtle, and then
Yeah.
I guess we are talking about primes.
yeah,
so.
I would probably like
Bulbasaur is the stupidest, or Venusaur is the stupidest of the evolutions.
That's
yeah.
fair.
I agree.
It's just a giant fucking frog thing.
Maybe that's why you kill Bulbasaur then.
No.
But no, if you're just fucking it,
Yeah.
I get it.
No, there's so much you can do there.
Yeah. So
You're just fucking Bulbasaur.
I do
Yeah.
think that if I were to be married to Squirtle,
Mm-hmm.
when she turned into Wartortle and then she tried to evolve into Blastoise, every time she tried to evolve into Blastoise, I just repeatedly hit the B button.
Like, no,
Stop
no,
it from
no,
happening.
No, no, not today.
I call that Plan B.
Very topical.
That was a good fucking joke.
That was great.
Oh, that's good.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Fuck. I don't know where to go from there.
I think that probably makes for a pretty good episode. What do you guys think?
I think so too.
An episode we have made
Guys, do us a favor. If you are listening to our show, please share it with your friends if you think it's worth sharing. Leave us a review of some sort. Let us know that you're out there listening. Tell us your favorite or least favorite part of the episode. We'd love to hear that feedback, good and bad, so we can learn and grow.
In the comments, can you let us know if you put your dick in a Pokeball?
Yep. Please let us know.
Or if you don't have a dick, like, would you put a Pokeball somewhere else?
Would you?
For storage?
Yeah, for storage.
Jesus.
I choose you.
Oh,
All right.
God.
All of our socials at Appleboys Pod. That's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Jimmy's going to be taking over the Instagram soon, so expect it to get more edgy and
It's going to be a
cool.
bunch of shit posting.
Yep, lots of shit posting. And
As soon as the Instagram starts following Caroline Polachek, you'll know that Jimmy's taken over.
No. Personal account.
Yeah, okay.
and then if you like what you hear and you want to hear more of it, subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/Appleboys, or on our website at appleboys.us. Both subscriptions work the same way. You get private channels in the Discord where you can come in and communicate with us directly. You can request topics, just interact with us. But more than anything, it just shows us that you support the show and want us to keep doing it. So we really appreciate that. And speaking of the Discord, that is our favorite place for you to communicate with us because it takes out the noise of everything else that's going on. There was some indie podcast Twitter beef going on in the past week, and a lot of times stuff gets kind of lost in the shuffle when that kind of stuff happens. So come in and communicate with us directly. Give us your feedback. We'd love to learn more about you and who you are and kind of help this community grow. So that's discord.gg/Appleboys. We're going to get those links reviewed whenever the outro guy gets us, but I think that's a good place to wrap up the night. Happy tonight, everybody.
Happy tonight.
Happy tonight.
You've been listening to the Appleboys podcast. I know. We're badass. We hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure to like, rate, and review. Thank you for listening, especially premium subscribers. We'll be back soon. But in the meantime, hook up with us on Discord at discord.gg/Appleboys, on the website at appleboys.us, and Twitter and Facebook at Appleboys Pod. Happy tonight.